All right. We are live on YouTube. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Momma Mafia. As you can see, we are in our costumes tonight. Want to give a little shout out to you guys in the side chat. There's several of you that are here early tonight. We want to thank you for that. We getting feedback? Somebody got their thing?
That was me, my bad.
Okay, got your girlfriend. That's all right. Iron Cross Racing is in the house. Skid Pig, Wit, Meza. Let's see. Randy's Rides being here now with Percy. Who am I missing? Moto Pappy's out there. Doug Gordon. We have, I know I'm missing somebody. Hang on, I'm scrolling back up. I saw Black Top Devil in there earlier.
And Sarah, she's there. She just can't chat.
Sarah's there and right on too. So thank you guys for being out there early tonight. So as you can see, we've got costumes on. And I don't think we've got anybody new that's watching. Well, actually, I take that back. We kind of do. So girls, I'm going to let you introduce yourselves. We're going to start on my whatever side this is. I'm actually pointing the right way. We're going to start with Rel. Introduce yourself, Rel.
I'm Rel. I'm Mrs. Kiwi Rider.
All right. Mama.
I'm Motorcycle Mama, Jackie.
And Bombshell.
I'm Nikki, the Bombshell Biker.
And I am Mary, the Geared Raven. So this is the kind of cool thing about Momma Mafia. We're all from different places. We are all badass biker babes that ride our own rides. I'm from Florida. Mrs. Kiwi Rider is from New Zealand. And Bombshell Biker's from California. And then Motorcycle Mama is from Oklahoma. So we're from all over the place. So we are going to start off tonight. Let me look at my notes real quick. We've got a lot of stuff going on, guys. So much stuff going on tonight that I had to make lots of notes. Dave and Angie, thank you for joining us. Anonymous Biker is in the house as well. Hey, guys. One thing I want to point out real quick, two people I want to give a special shout out to because I don't want to forget. First of all, I want to shout out to the Kawasaki jockey. This is a friend of ours that we went riding with today, and he was gracious enough to let us park in his yard, and then we went to a festival together. So Kawasaki jockey, thank you for that. And then also I want to give a special shout out to Dad from Dad and Mad, because he is always here to support us, but he couldn't be here tonight because he's got to get up super early in the morning, and it is in the middle of the night for him, early morning right now. So he did message me earlier and told me that he couldn't make it. So Dad, we love you. Thank you anyway. We know that you'll catch our replay. So anyway, girls, are there any special shout outs that you need to do tonight?
Blacktop wants us to let everyone know that he's made out with half the Momma Mafia. He made that very abundantly clear. So I feel like we need to give him his minute.
Yes, definitely.
Blacktop, we're waiting on you, buddy. The other half of us are waiting on you.
Totally worth it. Totally
Anonymous Biker is here. We also have, who else is in here?
It's like Jeff Board. Hey,
Jeff Board, DeBeard.
Hey, Beard.
Whenever I see DeBeard on anything, I always think Dad Beard, and I know that's not your name, but that's like the first thing that pops in my head. So
that is Bert from Baggers and Brews. Hey, buddy. Thank you for posting on your channel earlier, Bert. There were several people that posted promos for us on Instagram earlier, and you guys rock. Thank you so much for supporting us. That's so sweet. See Mary, which is AKA Penelope Pit Stop, and JT Southern Fried just came in the house. Hey, GT, how are you doing?
What's up, JT?
What's up, buddy? All right, so let's.
And Jeff Borer.
Yep.
Did we catch him? Just hopped on.
Yeah. Hey, Jeff.
Hey, Jeff.
All right, so tonight is our Halloween theme special. We've got the Raven. We've got two gangsters over here, two Mafia members.
Right.
And then this beautiful, I'm like, it's awkward to point this thing because you have to point the opposite direction. And then we've got the beautiful Bombshell Biker. Tell us about your makeup, girl.
So this is a take on a traditional sugar skull, which is representative of Dia de los Muertos, which actually occurs November 1st and November 2nd, and normally in Mexico, where you honor the people that you've lost. It's the one time a year that your loved ones get to come walk the earth and hang out with you and party, and you drink, you eat, you make all their favorite things. And if you can, you build an ofrenda for them, which is like a big altar. We have one at our house, actually. So
that's cool.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
So lots
nice.
of this happening downstairs.
That's really cool. The only reason I know all of that is because I watched the movie Coco, and that is like the cutest little movie. I loved it.
I love that movie.
Ugly cry every time I watch it.
So just a couple quick shout outs. Dan, the man from New Zealand, is in here. Hey, Dan, thank you for posting for us earlier. Muncie Man, looks like Alton Rivera from Baggers and Brews is in the house. So if I missed anybody, y'all have to say, hey, I'm here. But anyway, just wanting to do some shout outs. Hey, Bells Rides just joined us. Hey, girl, we love you. All right, so we have, how many do we have in here? We have 30. Wow, we're rocking it out.
All right. Good job. Thank you, guys.
So we have a special announcement. We were going to wait till the end to do this, but we're so excited that we can't wait. And Rail has to leave early because she has an appointment. We got a little bit of a time mix up there, but she has an appointment, so she's only going to be here for about 30 minutes. So how are you going to, we want to do the other thing first with you, Rail?
No, we'll do that first and then do that later.
Okay, we'll do that first. So we're doing the big announcement first.
Yeah.
Okay. So without further ado, we have a special guest with us tonight that I'm going to bring in, and then I'm going to turn it over to Bombshell for just a minute, okay? So here we go. Here's our special guest for tonight. Hey, Chris, are you with us?
Hey, Chris.
Hey, Chris. There she is. We have the Aussie and the Indian in the house with us tonight, and I'm going to let Bombshell tell you why she's here.
So I have some very exciting news. The Momma Mafia has been rolling strong for a couple months now. We've been 4 members and we've been doing really great things together, but I am here to tell everybody it's no longer 4. We are now 5.
Yay!
The beautiful Aussie and her Indian are now part of the Momma Mafia. We're very, very excited. She's a perfect fit for this crazy ass group, and we could not have imagined anybody better to be our first new addition.
Yeah.
So welcome, Chris. You want to introduce
Chris.
yourself?
Well, thank you so much. I'm honored, I'm humbled, and I'm super excited to belong to the group of you fabulous ladies who I've been following for some time. Just to let everyone know, I'm outside. I'm on a big ride out into the country, and I found this little cabin, and we don't have much electricity here in Australia, so I've had to come outside. I was sort of hoping some kangaroos would be jumping by, but they're probably trying to find some water somewhere. But so I'm Chris, but I'm known as the Aussie and the Indian. I ride in vintage Chief all around the place. I've customised that bike within an inch of its life, as probably some of your listeners and observers may have noticed. It's ridiculous, but anyway, that's the way I am. But I'd really like to, again, thank you and sort of let everyone know what I can bring to the table, because I feel when you join a group, you've got to say, this is the sort of stuff I bring to the table and why I think I'm a good fit. But I think there are a point of difference between me and you guys. I think I'm the oldest, right? None of you girls look anywhere near 60, right?
No, not yet.
I am the oldest. That makes me sometimes the wisest. So, I'm here to offer advice and all that sort of stuff that old people do. And you guys you're all mums, right?
Yes.
You're all mums. What are the criteria? I'm a mum, but I'm also a grandmother. Am I the only grandmother?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I'm the only.
That's okay.
What's that?
I said, that's okay.
Yeah, so I'm a mum twice over. I double the mum, double the age. And you guys are all in partnerships, right?
Yeah.
You've all got partners.
Yes.
I'm single. I'm single white.
You dog.
I'm a single straight white female. I'm in the minority. So that's another thing. So hence I'm single and I'm old and I'm a granny and I've never had a hot drink in my life. I bet you I'm the only one that's never had a hot drink.
Yeah.
You know, and I saw that menstruating thing a little while ago as well. So, you know, my life is just completely different to a whole bunch of you girls.
Yeah.
So I like to think we can bring a whole bunch of new information to the table that everyone will find a little bit interesting, if not a little bit off the scale, perhaps.
Oh, definitely.
Absolutely.
There you go. So thank you so much. And hello to everybody that's watching and, you know, and it's great. I love it. I love motorbike riding. I love this thing and I'm learning all the time about YouTube and what I can and can't say. But I do have sometimes a bit of foot and mouth disease. I do sort of, you know.
We all
speak
do.
before
Hey,
I
that's
think.
why we like you so much, because you fit right in with us.
There you go. So thank you so much. And hello, everybody on the sidebar.
Yep.
I'm trying to look as well. There you go. It's very glary out here, so I'll do the glasses on and off occasionally.
So
So
Skid
it looks
Pig
like we
said,
have a lot of welcome in the side chat. So if you are just joining us in the side chat, we have just made our big announcement that Momma Mafia is no longer 4. We are now 5, and we have added the Aussie and the Indian to our group, and we are so happy to have her. So
Very happy.
yay! All
I'm
right.
very happy too.
So we have, like I said, we have lots of giveaways to do tonight. So I'm going to go ahead and do a couple of those just because I know I have like probably 9 things, and I know that Motorcycle Mama picked up some things too. And so for those of you that are early tonight, yay, because we're going to start it off. So I have,
They keep talking about
I
something.
have some T-shirts.
What's
I'm
up, Ro?
sorry.
I don't know. They keep talking about Mr. Kiwi being here, but he couldn't make it, so I don't know what they're talking about.
No.
Okay.
no, I don't know.
Okay, so anyway, I have some T-shirts. I have like one of the balaclavas that you wear over your head for wind and to keep your head warm and stuff like that. I have lots of patches that I'm giving away. Mama has some stuff over there that she's giving away. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do this balaclava, which JT Southern Fried teased me the other night because I was saying it wrong. So I don't know how to say it then. But anyway, it's one of the things that goes over your head when you're riding. You can wear it under your helmet. So
I'm
going
going
to
to call
do
it a head condom.
a head condom. Okay, it's a head condom. That's pretty funny. Oh my gosh. Leave it to Iron Cross. And Iron Cross, I do have something rubber for you tonight, buddy. Just saying. Just saying. Wink, wink. All right. So in the side chat, go ahead and start throwing your numbers between 0 and 99 up. And I'm going to shake my little screen here. And then I will tell you to stop. And I will type stop, and after that stop, we're done. Okay, so go ahead, throw some numbers up if you want to win this balaclava. Hey, 333, how are you?
Oh, hey, 333.
Ah, there goes the numbers, of course.
Oh, of course, Iron Cross is 6969.
69. If it comes up 69, y'all are just all screwed. Sorry. There goes the number. Okay. Because there's like a 2-second lag, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to type stop. And then we're going to stop. STOP. And boom. Okay, so if your number comes up after that word stop. Sorry for your luck, Chuck. Okay, so here we go. Randomize. Here we go. I don't know if y'all can see. Number 9. Who is closest to 9? I see
Dan the
bigger
Man,
head.
New Zealand is 7. Muncie Man is 8.
Oh,
I think
Muncie
it's
Man
Muncie
got
Man.
8.
Yep, Muncie Man.
wow.
Muncie Man. Whoop, whoop,
All
whoop.
right.
Yay.
Man. Good
Okay,
job.
so I'm writing that down. Muncie Man got the balaclava. And I think I have your address already, but if not, I will contact you on Instagram and I will get it. Okay. All right. Next up, let me move that out of the way. So how many of you, let me ask you this question. How many of you in here know what hashtag support MVC is and absolutely love it? Raise your hand.
Who? What?
How about side? So Audrey, do you know what support MVC is?
No. No.
Okay, so let's introduce Chris to support MVC. Okay, so support MVC, when you use that hashtag, the MVC stands for Moto Vlogging Community. And on Instagram and here on YouTube, all of our motorcycle family uses that hashtag so that they can find each other, so they can watch each other's videos, support each other on Instagram, and it's just like a big happy community. So that's what support MVC is.
MVC.
Mm-hmm.
Support MVC. Yeah.
I'll support
Can
MVC.
you see that? Can you see
All
this?
right. MVC. Okay, got it. I speak another language down here sometimes. MVC.
That's okay. No, it's
I've
fine.
added my,
So-
it's already my thing, so I just cut and paste all those bloody hashtags because, Jesus, man, there's so many hashtags
I'm
these
with
days.
you.
Yeah.
So I'm giving this away tonight. This is a patch and it's very special to me. So if it is something that you will wear and you want to win it, then start throwing those numbers. Hang on 1 second. I'm going to start right. I'm going to start, and then between start and stop. Did that post? Sorry, my screen.
Yep, your start's up.
My screen didn't scroll at all. Okay, start. So if you want this patch and you're actually going to wear this patch, start throwing those numbers in there, and we will draw for this patch. Look at those numbers scrolling. Good, guys.
Iron Cross said for Ozzy it should be spelled backwards because she's technically it should be upside down, I would assume.
Upside down.
Y'all are killing me. All right. All right. So do y'all still see numbers scrolling?
Yep.
Okay. I'm going to type stop in 3, 2, 1. Did it go?
Yep.
I can't see
It's
it.
there.
There we go. Okay. So here we go. See, I don't even see where I type stop. So y'all must still be like typing stuff.
Yeah. Iron Cross Racing did it. Yeah, I see what you're doing.
All right.
29.
Austin
Did it
got
go 29?
26. I think it's Penelope got 29.
Penelope got
exactly.
29. Yeah.
Yay!
Good job.
Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it.
Right on it.
That's awesome. Good job, girl. I know that you'll cherish that, so that makes me very happy. Okay. So let's get into some of our spooky Halloween stuff. And I'm going to scoot back a little bit because I'm too close to the computer. I have to be like way up. Y'all like my background? In the spooky forest, y'all. Spooky forest. So we're going to talk a little bit about Halloween. We're going to start moving kind of quick through this because Rail does have to leave in about 10 more minutes or so. Rail, is that correct? Yes. Okay. So just talking about Halloween. Obviously, we're dressed up tonight for that. But I want to ask you girls, did you guys, because not everybody celebrates Halloween, but did you guys celebrate Halloween growing up? Miss Kiwi Rider.
No, it's not something that's been done here until like recent times. So like Halloween is like kind of been building the last 10 or 15 years or so, and there's more stuff in the stores, but no, didn't grow up with it. It was, not celebrated here.
Huh, that's interesting.
Okay. All right. That is interesting. Motorcycle Mama?
Yes, of course I did. That was like the only time I could go out and get candy and talk to strangers. So, yeah.
Get in the van, little girl.
Hey, I would have hopped right into that van too. Trust me.
I mean, if there's puppies, I'm in.
Yeah, I'm there.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do this.
Puppies. Bring the puppies. Bombshell, how about you?
Oh, yeah. Halloween clearly is a big deal for me. It was always my favorite holiday, and my birthday is like right after Halloween. So I always had Halloween birthday parties just so we could dress up because I needed to.
Sweet. Very cool. And Chris, how about you?
No fucking way.
No.
But it's a bit like Kiwi Rider. Mrs. Kiwi. It's been coming slowly into Australia. No, I never grew up with it. It wasn't a thing. Now, if the Kiwis say it's been coming in for the last 10 or 15, that means for Australia it must be 20, right?
Yeah.
We're just a little bit ahead. No, that's just a little bit of an in-joke we have with our brothers and sisters in Kiwi land. But no, but in Australia has this attitude that if there's something to celebrate, that there's a remote possibility that it could become a public holiday, we will grab it.
Yeah.
Just like we are famous people and we call them our own when they're not really Australian. We will grab holidays that other countries celebrate so we can get a day off work. So before you know it, we will be celebrating Thanksgiving as well, which we don't do that here.
No.
But there's more and more kids, any excuse to eat junk food, roam the streets, knock on strangers' doors, possibly get abducted and held hostage. We're into it.
Funny.
The answer is I'm not. What is Halloween about? I don't know. Is it about some harvesting of crop time or something? I mean,
dressing up and getting candy.
Yeah, well, that's it. But what is the real reason behind Halloween? Why is it celebrated? Is it something to do with a harvesting? Because we're coming in
like a pagan holiday, and it's supposed to be like similar to Dia de los Muertos, where it's like the dead can walk the earth for one day.
Yeah.
And so a lot of the times the tradition is believed that you dress up to confuse the spirits so they don't think that you are like a soul to be snatched. You're like, oh, just some rando thing. A lot of the times, like skeletons and ghosts were really common costumes because they were like, oh, it's one of us, and they'll leave you alone. Like that's the original, like more or less. This is being very, very like blazing over it.
Man, I wake up looking like that every morning, so nothing's gonna get me.
I mean, like it's my normal face all the time.
Yeah.
So
All right. I'm watching my watch reel, so you let me know when you're ready, okay?
Okay.
Okay. All right. So moving on, I was gonna have like you girls share photos of your costumes. I know I had mentioned it a while back, but I'm sure none of you grabbed a photo of any costumes that you wore growing up. I have one on my dresser, but I'm not gonna go get it. I did. I've dressed up several times, but anyway, superstitions. Do you have superstitions? Are you superstitious?
Oh, bunch of bikers
going. Tell us, girl.
So I don't know if a lot of people know this. I grew up Mexican Catholic. I am half Hispanic. My mom was like super dark Mexican. And so they are a very like superstitious group, and like they believe in black magic and white magic and brujas, and so we always grew up really superstitious, not in like a black cat way, because like I love a black cat. I want to name it Binks or like Salem and just those kinds of things, but like weird things like don't jinx yourself and like knocking on wood and like anytime I do something I shouldn't or I feel nervous, like doing the sign of the cross like makes me feel better. It's a weird Catholic Latina thing, and my mom's always like, yeah, no, it's just what we did. And I'm like, yeah, well, now I'm weird. And my kids are always like, what are you doing? Because my kids are really white. And they're like, what is happening? Especially because I look really white and everyone's just like, and I'm like, don't judge me. Shut up.
Oh my gosh. Anybody else? Anybody superstitious?
Numbers. I have a thing with numbers. Every time the clock, it's 11:11, or I wake up at night and it's like 3:33, and every time I see I have a bit of a fascination with numbers. So I always sometimes think that if it's 11:11 or all the numbers are the same on the microwave or a clock or on the speedometer or something, when they line up, I go, oh, something's going to happen. Get a lot.
Gotcha.
It could be good, it could be bad, I don't know. But I remember once I was in a car, and I never look at the miles or the kilometers over here that it's done. And for some reason, I looked down, and it was, and the kilometers that I had done in that car went something like 6890. Like it was like all lined up, and I never looked at it. But for some reason, I looked at it at the time. They were in numerical order. I thought that was pretty spooky. That's all from me.
You said 333, and the 333 is in the house tonight, and 3 is a magic number for him. So that's pretty awesome.
333 a lot. On my phone, it's like 333. I wake up at night at 333. So 333, we've got something in common. Whoever you are, where are you from? 333.
How about motorcycle mama or Mrs. Kiwi Rider? Superstitious at all?
Nope.
No.
I ain't scared of nothing.
Same.
Yeah.
Scared of no ghosts.
I'm kind of the same way. I don't really have like superstitions, but I don't know. I do believe there's ghosts, and I know that you don't mess with voodoo. Voodoo is real. You don't mess with voodoo. So we got Dirty D's in the house. How are you doing tonight, Dirty D's? He finally made it. So, Dirty D's, since you're just getting here, you missed our big announcement. Momma Mafia is no longer 4. We have 5 now.
Yes.
So welcome, Chris, the Aussie and the Indian. She is our newest member of Momma Mafia. It's awesome. I'm reading side chat. Hoodoo, voodoo.
So I said you do.
Yeah, hoodoo. Yeah, you do. Funny. All right, so Rel, hun, I know you've got about 4 minutes to go. So Rel has a little surprise for us tonight. I'm gonna let her go ahead and do that.
Ooh, should we have some music playing?
Bum, 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 bum.
Take it
You
out.
never know what's going to be on the wall for you.
Goes the fling that hair around.
I mean, one of these times we'll do a live chat, and one of us will keep.
Look at her. It's never going to happen.
I know.
Something up.
How do you make it just one person? Here we go.
Here it goes.
Oh,
oh, show us more. Show us more.
Oh
my God.
It.
That's
it's beautiful.
Oh my
The
God.
motorcycle with wings.
That's so awesome.
I
What
love
does it say, Rel?
Says keep it twisted.
Oh, I love it.
Can't get the
It
angle
looks
right.
amazing.
Get the right angle.
I know. It's like it's opposite.
Muncie Man says zoom in. Let me put you back on for just a minute. Whoops, that's me. That's not you. Hang on. Whoops, my bad. Hold up. Sorry. Click the wrong button. Now, can you zoom in on it? They want to see it close. Get to your camera.
I will
There you go.
post a photo. I'll post a photo
Do
on
what?
Instagram.
Don't post a photo. Okay, I got you. All right, going back.
This biker said, is she going to show her kiwis?
No, another biker.
Chris has got the kiwi. We're good.
Oh my goodness.
I'm in this little cabin in the outback, or not in the outback, in the bush, and they had one ornament in this room, and it happened to be a bloody kiwi. There you go.
Oh, so cute.
There you go.
All right, let's
That's my
do some side chat shout outs because we've got some more people that have joined us. Ozarks HD Rider, that is Danny Boy. I remember Danny Boy.
Hey,
Danny Boy, because you changed your name, but I remembered. We got Tham's World in the side chat.
Hey,
Looks like AUG Honda Girl, AUG Honda Girl is there. Mr. Road Glide, Stig Rides. So those are some people. The MX Guru.
Lots.
Motocross Guru, I guess that means. The Badgers are here. Hey, Badgers.
Hey.
Mr. Roadglide.
Yep. So thank you guys for joining us. That is so cool. How about those of you in the side chat? Y'all believe in ghosts? I want to know. Inquiring minds want to know. How about you girls? While they're answering, let me ask you girls, do y'all believe in ghosts?
Yes.
I think there's spirits or something. Yeah.
Yep.
I don't know. Sort of. I'm a Judge Judy on this one. The jury's out. I don't know. Yes,
The jury's out on that one.
I think, mate. I don't know. There's something going on. I don't know. I'm you know, I'm of no religion and I don't really believe in much, but I do believe in, you know, something sort of spiritual or something happens.
So far, the other stand, I don't know about
Whoops, that was the wrong one. Hang on. I was trying to click on some of the chat, the side chat, because they're saying yes, yes, yes.
And do you see Moto Pappy? Do ghosts believe in me?
Sure they do.
should, Moto Pappy. David Angie says we have a few here at the farm.
Oh boy, yeah.
So we're gonna share some ghost stories, and we're gonna do this quick. And Rel, if you have to go, tell me now, okay?
Yeah, I will have to go.
And
I'll have to go in a minute.
Okay. All right. Do you want to share any ghost stories with us before you go? Do you have any creepy ghost stories?
I wish I did. I don't have one, but I will listen to one if you got one out.
Okay. Motorcycle Mama, do you?
I do. I have one, and it's not really
Sure.
creepy. It's kind of sad, maybe. I don't know.
Okay.
When I was 11 years old, I was visiting my mother in Arkansas, and her mother took me to the hospital to visit my father's father. And we got to the hospital, and we didn't make it in time, and he passed away. And so I was very upset because I really loved my grandpa a lot. My grandmother took me back to her house with, you know, my other grandpa, and they put me in a room because I was just so distraught, so upset because I didn't get to see him. And I remember I was just laying in the bed, just laying there crying and crying. And I looked at the end of the bed, and there was my grandfather. He was standing there, and it was weird because he was wearing a white jogging suit, and I never seen him in a white jogging suit in my life. And he walked over to the side of the bed, and he sat down next to me, and I felt him touch my face, and he just stared at me in the eyes, and I felt comfort from that. And then he got up, and he turned around and walked away. So it's not really creepy. Sorry, guys.
No, that's a cool story.
Yeah. So that's
Very
my story.
cool. Bombshell, what about you?
I have a similar story. I told at the end of Dee's live chat when he had Bearded on, but I'll tell it here because it's a really special one for me. So a lot of you guys know my mom passed away a little over a year, like almost a year or over a year and a half ago now. And we were really close, and I was very fortunate. I got to be home with her while she was home on hospice. And so the night she passed, my dad and I both slept downstairs because he just couldn't sleep in the room. And actually a couple of things happened that day. So let me backtrack. So the day she passed, she'd been unaware for about a day. And so my sister and I were just in the room watching TV with her, and my niece was in there with us. And my niece was about 5 at the time. And we were watching like Barefoot Contessa, and my niece goes, "Mommy, mommy, mommy." And we're like, "What, baby? What's wrong?" And she was like, "There's golden sparkles above Nana." And we were like, "What do you mean golden sparkles, baby?" And she's like, "Oh, you didn't see them, but they were there, Mommy. You missed it." And we both looked at each other like, "Oh my God, it's getting fucking real." And so needless to say, my brother-in-law actually took the kids out of the house like maybe half an hour later to go take them to do some craft. And in that half hour, my mom took her last breaths, and we lost her. We didn't lose her, but we sent her home. And then that night, my dad and I were sleeping downstairs on the couches, and my dad and my mom can't sleep without each other. Like that was a big part of the problem with my dad working so much, and he had to travel a lot for work. And they could never sleep. And always you could tell like the next day after he got home from like a work job, they both looked like refreshed and relaxed. And they were like, I was like, "Oh, you get some sleep?" And they're like, "Yes, finally. I'm so happy." And so my dad was like tossing and turning on the couch next to me. I was tossing and turning on my couch. And my parents had a 2-story house. And so we were laying down there, and I just couldn't sleep, like kind of coming in and out of it. And I heard my mom's steps come down the stairway. And my mom had like a very distinct walk. And especially like where the creaks in the stairs were, like her gait like hit those creaks. And so I like kind of half awake, half asleep, noticed that my hand was sticking like straight up. And I felt her hand go in mine and just like squeeze my hand one more time. And then I heard my dad take like this big deep breath. and just like a sigh of like relaxing. Then he was actually able to finally fall asleep. And I think it was just my mom, you know, just like rubbing his back, or, you know, sometimes I do the same thing with the beard. I just have to touch him to fall asleep. And he does the same thing to me. It scares the crap out of me because like big arms just like right in my face. I'm like, oh God. And so I think it was just like her, you know, telling him it'd be okay and letting him get a little bit of sleep, because the night before she died was really rough for all of us. And so I'm very fortunate. I've said before, my mom, when she was on hospice, when she was still like cognizant, I told her, I was like, I'm really going to miss you, Mom. And I made her promise that, you know, when I eventually married the beard and moved forward with my life and did the things I needed to do, I was like, I'm just going to really miss you. You have so much you're going to miss. And she's like, Mija, I'll be there for everything. And I told her, I was like, you're going to get really sick of coming down from heaven every single day to listen to me bitch about my day. And she's like, no, I won't. I'll be here every day. And she's never once let me down. Like, I get a sign from my mom in some way or another that she's here with me every single day. Just little weird stuff. Like, she's poked me in the back a couple times. Like, we used to walk behind each other and like poke each other. And I do it to the beard and the kids and my dad and my sister all the time. And my friends, they just know it's something we did, especially if they knew my mom. And so I was sitting in a room by myself at work one day, and I just felt 3 very distinct pokes in my back. And I'd had just like a really bad week. And it just made me feel like, okay, you're still not letting me down. Like, I still know you're here for me. And I'm very, very lucky that even though she's been gone for 1.5 years, I still have her every single day. And she always makes sure to let me know that I'm not alone. She's always going to be my mom, and she's always going to be my best friend. And I'm going to cry all this makeup off right now. But I'm very, very fortunate that I still get to talk to her and see her every day in different ways.
That's sweet.
Yeah, that's really cool.
That's lovely.
Yeah.
Okay, I better go.
Oh,
Bye, Ro. Love you.
Good night. Girl has to go, guys. She has an appointment.
Sorry.
All right.
See you next.
I'll click you off then. Goodbye, creepy clown.
You didn't know he's
Bye.
goodbye.
That was cool. Easy come, easy go.
Yeah. So, Chris, how about you? Do you have any spooky ghost stories?
No, not really. My spookiness comes with this sort of synchronicity thing. You know, I guess this happens to everyone, but someone will pop into my head, and when that happens, I ring them to see, because to me that's something telling me that I should make contact, and I always do. So, you know, I'll be just driving along and I'll think of someone that I haven't spoke to or seen, and then I just reach out, and sure enough, they're going, oh, I'm so glad you called. Like, it's just, there's this thing, or I'll just notice things. That I think, is it Jung, that philosopher Jung, who said there's this thing called synchronicity, where, you know, the universes align things and when it's needed to align. So I don't know, probably a bit more scientific than having sort of stories of those that have passed. Quite frankly, I've been lucky, I've been blessed. I haven't really lost anyone close. I mean, my grandmother died when she was in her 90s, and, you know, that was, you know, a long time coming. So, and I wasn't particularly close to her, so that was nothing, you know, not as emotional for me. So I've been very lucky. I haven't lost anyone close. So I've never had a connection like Bombshell just described. That was a beautiful story too. So no, it's just that,
Absolutely.
it's that's weird thing. You just sort of get a sense. I have these, you know, I have a gut instinct sense about some things, and I'll do, like, just even writing. I've just had some amazing escapes because I've thought, I'm just going to pull up here for a minute or something, and then sure enough, up ahead of me, there's been some sort of catastrophe that's happened that I've just avoided. So
Absolutely.
I don't know whether someone's telling me something, or there's someone's looking out for me. I don't know, but I certainly have had plenty of those experiences.
Yeah. What started this whole like Halloween themed Momma Mafia was actually Bombshell had posted a video on her channel where she was doing like spooky stories, or stories like about, I think one was about her mom, and how her mom reminded her to buckle that chin strap. So I thought that would be awesome to just kind of share stories. So, Bombshell, thank you. Are you going to have more of those videos?
So I had a lot of traveling going on this month that I really didn't account for when I was like, I'm going to do the spooky thing. So what I'm going to do, and I may live to regret this, but it's going to happen because I am putting it out there now. I'm going to do a Halloween. So every day until Halloween. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I'll put out a new spooky time video, whether it be like a makeup tutorial for how I did like this look, go and do another couple of spooky stories, or, you know, talk about Dia de los Muertos since that's coming up, any of those kinds of things. I really like to, I love creepy, spooky nonsense. I have a pair of bat pants on right now that are like all year round pants, and like spiderweb pants that are all year round pants. And so I actually have a t-shirt. It's got like a zombie pinup on it, and she has purple hair and cheetah print. And my kids saw it at the store before I did, and they were like, you have to get it. It's you. And I got it like last Halloween, and it's like a regular rotation clothing item for me. And I love scary movies, but I can only watch them during the day, because anytime I watch something scary, I then have horrendous nightmares if it's right before I go to sleep. Like if I watch Bob's Burgers before I go to bed, I have a Bob's Burgers dream. It's one right into the other. So if I want to watch something scary, all my friends and the beard make fun of me because I have to do it like early in the day. So I have enough time to like break that up as the time goes on. So he wanted to go see the new It. And I was like, oh, you have a really good time with that. And he's like, we can go see it at like 2. And I was like, no, I can't open all the blinds and all the lights on in the house in a theater, because they don't like that. They get real mad when you turn on all the lights during a movie. And he's like, I'll protect you. And I'm like, no. And I don't do like horror nights. Don't jump out at my face. I will hit you.
Yeah.
I can't.
That's funny you mentioned that, because here in Florida, we have Universal Studios, and they do Halloween horror nights. And when we were in our 20s, we went, and there was so many people there, and everybody was drinking, because I think it's owned by like Budweiser or Busch or one of the two big like beer companies. And so it's like open container. And so literally people were walking around drinking beer. There were alcohol vendors. People had beakers of like alcohol around their neck, walking around drinking. And it was crazy, because one particular section of that was Mardi Gras. They had like everything decorated like Mardi Gras. And what they had done is they had, where you're walking down the street, they had put these barriers up. So as you were walking down the street, little by little, you were funneled into a tighter area. And they had people within the crowd that would like grab you and like take you basically. And we were walking, we were there with friends, I'll never forget. And it got so tight through there that I had reached back behind me and had my husband's hand, and we were walking through the crowd because we couldn't walk side by side. And I heard him yell my name, and I was like, I can't even hear you. It's so loud. He's like, I don't have your hand anymore. And I never let go of his hand. Some guy had come up there, separated us, and grabbed my hand, and he was like leading me away. And it freaked me out so bad, y'all. I was like so upset over it. And so about 2 weeks ago, my daughter says, can I go to Halloween Horror Nights? I was like, no. But we let her go. She's 18 and she can make her own decisions. But we told her, look, this is what happened there. You know, be careful. We made her go with friends. We made her go with guy friends, would watch out for her and protect her while she was there. But that was a freaky experience. I'll never forget that. So, yeah.
I have a similar kind of story to that from my parents first started dating. They would go to Not Scary Farm, which is at Knott's Berry Farm out here. They do like a nighttime event during Halloween season. And so back in the day, they'd even go as far as the parking lot. And so they'd have actors come out and be spooky. And so my dad had his arm wrapped around my mom's shoulder, and this big wolf man comes up behind him, and he goes, shh. And so my dad's like, oh, all right, I'm down. Let's do this. So slides his hand in where my dad's hand is. And so my dad kind of like adjusts and slides out. And so my mom's like just walking down the way with giant wolf man on her like shoulder. And my dad's like just sitting there right behind him, like talking. And then she looked over to ask him a question. And she was like, God damn it, Bob. And it like was one of their favorite stories to tell all 30 years of their marriage, was how my dad was just like, it was the best thing. I almost fell over. And I was like, you're a dick. If the beard did that to me, I would freak out.
Yeah.
I used to do that. I was a puppeteer at one stage. I made these life-size puppets, and one in particular, we used to do busking festivals and things like that. And how it worked was my left hand articulated. It was life-size, so it was a human-sized puppet. My left hand articulated the jaw, and it strapped all over me, and the back of my feet went into the back of their shoes. So we would walk around, and my right hand was the puppet's right hand. So I was sort of animated, and I used to walk along festivals and things, and I'd maybe tap the guy on the shoulder when the wife wasn't sort of taking any notice of things, and I'd, indicate that I'd take her hand, and they usually somehow let me slip in, and then I'd just be standing there as this big puppet holding this lady's hand, and used to scare the shit out of them, actually. When I didn't get bumped over the head. So
I don't like to be grabbed. Don't grab me. Don't scare me. Don't jump out at me. So let's
I've been to grab her. Sorry. This is a Great Australian Wave, if you don't know. What we call the Great Australian Wave.
Let's do a couple more giveaways. Motorcycle Mama, I know you had a couple of things. Do you want to do a couple of your giveaways?
Sure, we can do that.
Okay.
Let's see. Let's do this one.
I'm so entering for this one.
It's a nightlight. Can you see
That's
it?
cool. Motorcycle nightlight.
Yeah.
All right, so let me type start. Hang on one second. There it goes. Okay, so there's start. So all right, start scrolling your numbers, and we will give away the motorcycle nightlight from Motorcycle Mama.
What does that do? Is that just a light that
it
lights
plugs
up your
in?
bike?
Yeah, it plugs in. It's a nightlight for your house. It's an LED.
Like those little safety lights that just lit a thing so the kids can find their way to your bedroom.
Well, not to my bedroom. They better stay down the hall.
All right, guys. So I'm going to type stop in 3.
Iron Cross said it vibrates.
2.
Good.
1. All right. So our numbers are done. Here we go. Randomizing. Hang on. Did it there? 64.
Ooh, Iron Cross, you might get it.
It's got to be between the start and the stop. And it is 64.
So I'm pretty sure Iron Cross got it because he put 69 and he's the closest one.
Very nice.
Cool.
Yay.
Does he still have the
Congratulations,
same,
Iron Cross Racing.
does he have the same P.O. box? Or has it
Iron Cross, do you?
I think they're the same.
But
Woo!
he did give me permission to share a very special story of his that relates to spooky parks, not Scary Farm in particular, because I don't know if anybody knows this. Iron Cross is actually is from really close to where I live. We grew up in very similar areas out here. And so I have a fun story to share on his behalf with his permission. So Iron Cross actually got engaged Halloween night at Not Scary Farm at the top of one of the rides. And that was how he asked me to marry him.
Neat.
That's neat. So cool.
Isn't that awesome?
Very cool story.
He's going to send me an updated P.O. box. All right. Thank you, Bly. I'll get that out to you.
All right. You want to do a second one?
Sure.
Okay, let me type. What are we giving? And then I'll type start.
All right. Well, this one's more for when it's hot out, but I saw these today, and I've got something about men's arms. Fuck, I don't know. Sorry, Mary. I said fuck on your channel.
I don't care if you say fuck on my channel.
I'm so glad you girls say fuck. Fucking fuck say fuck.
I fuck everywhere, yeah.
Yeah, fuckity fuck. Okay, go ahead.
I wish I could do that.
So, like, you're supposed to get them wet And
Yeah, you are.
oh yeah, I get them real wet. I could help you. Anyway, you can wear them wet or dry, whatever you want to do. I'm not going to say, but anyway, yeah, these are super sexy. If you win these, you have to take a picture and send it to me.
All right.
Instagram.
Here's the start. So throw your numbers up there, guys, if you want some super sexy sleeves that'll make the girls wet.
Soft. Woo. They're soft.
You should have been Vanna White, Mama.
All right. Everybody had time to throw their numbers. I'm fixing to hit the stop button. All right, there it goes. Let me get my little number generator out. We're going to shake and 74.
Sam's World has 71. Bell's Rides has 77. Oh, Right on 2 has 73. Looks like it's Right on 2.
Right on 2.
Right on 2.
All right.
Congrats.
Awesome, dude. Awesome, awesome, awesome.
Oh, Forever Cruising is sharing a story with us in the comments.
Towards the end, when we were getting to a stopping point, I noticed something in the corner of my eye, shook it off as being tired due to a 14-hour day. That was part 2. What did I miss?
So, while stationed in Okinawa, my fellow sergeant and myself were working late to get an aircraft engine ready for the test cell the next day. And then towards the end, where we get to a stopping point, I noticed something in the corner of my eye, shook it off as being tired. Forever Cruising, you've got like the suspense built right now. Very excited.
He'll pop up some more in a minute. All right, let's do a couple more giveaways. I have a couple of these awesome Geared Raven shirts because y'all know y'all want to be sporting my logo.
That's right.
I have a medium. I have a large. Hang on one second. And my shirt guy gave me another one. So I have another extra large. Whoop, whoop, whoop. So, let's see. Yep. Okay. So medium, large, and extra large. If you want one of these 3 shirts, I'm going to give you one of them. Let me, oops, sorry. I am typing start with those numbers now. And then when your number is called, you can tell me which one of these 3 sizes you want. And I will send you one of my shirts.
Also, Whit Meza told us that husband is making it a mandatory scary movie night tonight. What should we watch?
Oh, that's a good question. I used to watch scary movies all the time, and I don't now because I can't do it. I just can't do it.
And I don't know if I have Right on 2's address, so.
I do.
You do? All right. I think I might.
On Insta.
All right. I got to flip through and see, but yeah.
All right, guys. I'm fixing to hit stop. Okay, there's the stop. So let's get my number generator open back up. Shake. 72.
72. Let's see.
How appropriate. The Geared Raven 72.
There you go. Yeah.
So Belle's Moto was 77.
Okay.
And she looks to, well, and Iron Cross was 69.
So it was 72.
So Iron Cross, I know you just got your wet sleeve, so let's give this one to Belle's.
Oh, also has spoken.
I reckon that's a good
nightlight.
Iron Cross.
He gets the nightlight.
Oh, the nightlight.
He has the sleeves.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. He'll be all right, though.
All right, Bell's Rides. What size shirt do you want? Medium, large, or extra? I know you don't wear extra large, girl. Which one you want? Medium or large?
I'm going to
see what she say. And then
malfunction here. Hold on a second. I was told to leave my clothes on this time, but I'm going to try.
Whoop, whoop. Girlfriend.
So we have part 3 and part 4
okay,
for Forever Cruising.
Where's part 3? I see part 4. Hang on. I'm scrolling. Okay, so here's part 3. You gonna read it, Bombshell? You're reading so well.
I can read. Well, I looked up and he looked at me and nodded his head. He's seen it too. A brown apparition wearing a brown military outfit.
Creepy. Okay, hang on. Wait. And boom.
It had a military brown hat, a black belt sash across its chest, and a wide black belt. Its pants was brown and ruffled like horse rider pants.
Ah!
And there's part 5, the finale, too. It was a Japanese soldier. Well, we decided to put our tools away and leave to the NCO club for some stiff drinks.
Oh, wow.
That's
Cool
awesome,
story.
Forever Cruising. Thank you.
Okay, so Bell's Rides wants the medium. All right. I'm going to go ahead and do the other 2 and get that out of the way, guys. So let me type start. And then I will do 2 numbers on this one. And I've got a large and an extra large. So if that's your sizes, large or extra large, go.
I was about to say, Iron Cross put your 69. It was the
You
first
got it.
one.
Bam, just like that. Bam. First number that popped up after I hit start.
Super proud, Bessie.
You guys, and that's 69. I mean, it is a good number and all.
I was like, it's a pretty good number.
We lost Motorcycle Mama. Whoop, 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 whoop.
Put your pants on.
Wardrobe malfunction.
What did I
Okay,
say about 69?
here we go.
There's
Stop and stop.
a saying about that.
Okay. I typed stop, so here we go. Shaking.
So we're doing 2 numbers, right?
Dang phone, come on. Number 8. Who has closest to 8?
Touring Midwest has a 2. Oh, Muncie Man had 8 exactly.
8.
Ooh, it's
Yeah.
fucking nice.
Man, you got the balaclava too, buddy.
Chew.
All right, Muncie Man, what size? Pop up your size. And then I'll draw for the last one. Okay. I'm waiting to hear if he's large or extra large here. Hang on, folks. Stand by. Extra large, he says. Okay. And so then with those same numbers, we're not doing numbers again. So between the start and the stop, if you are a large, I'm hoping you're a large. We're gonna
Hi.
shake, and if you're not, we'll give it to somebody. Oh, it is going
That's
74.
a personal question.
74.
All right.
Anybody
So
close
Dave,
to 74 between that start and stop?
Og Honda Girl, Justin's wife, she's 75.
Yep.
Oh!
So she's the closest one.
Okay, so girl, do you want this large? And who is this again? I'm sorry, I missed what you said.
Justin's wife on Instagram.
Dustin. Which Dustin?
Justin's wife. That's her
Justin.
Instagram handle.
Oh,
Yeah.
I got you. Hey, girl. Hey. Okay.
She said, "Yeah, yes, please."
Okay, girlfriend. I will send you the large then. How cool. Sorry, I didn't recognize that name. I'm like, who? Wait, what?
She put it in
Whose
like
wife?
the very beginning.
Who's
So
just
sorry. So sorry, girl.
I got your back, babe.
Oh, thank God. Thank God. Okay, so I'm going to get back to the spooky story real quick, and then we're going to do the rest of our giveaways, and then I'll do my tattoo reveal. How's that? Y'all
Sounds
waiting for
good.
that tattoo reveal? I'm excited to show y'all. I really am. All right, so getting back to spooky stories and the Halloween kind of thing, I just wanted to share something with you guys. So growing up, of course, I don't know how many of you ever played with a Ouija board, but yeah, exactly. So we had a Ouija board, and we lived by the coast. I grew up on the Gulf Coast of Florida, and a friend of mine brought over her Ouija board one day, and she was like, let's play Ouija board. And I was like, oh, okay. And so, of course, you know, that's just one of those things you don't mess with. I believe you don't mess with that now. But we were messing with that thing, and it got kind of freaky, and she swore she wasn't moving it. And so I said, all right, we're throwing it out. So I threw it in the garbage can, and she left and went home. And later on, that thing ended up back in our house somehow. I don't know how. My mom swears that she didn't put it back in the house. My friend had already left and going home. So I was like, no more Ouija board. We'll burn this bitch if we have to. So that was when I was like a teenager. And then, yeah, somebody Tour Midwest said the devil's game. I believe you there, sugar butt.
Demons in your house.
Let me mess with. Just like voodoo. You don't mess with Ouija boards. So then in my 20s, we had a home computer, and I don't know how I came across it, but I came across something on paranormal research, and it just fascinated me. And so after, I don't know, weeks and weeks of just sitting there absorbing all this paranormal research stuff and learning about orbs, which if you don't know what orbs are, they're little balls of light that float and supposedly are spirits. Orbs and vortexes, which actually look like a tornado, but it still looks like a foggy being, I guess, anyway. So I really got into paranormal research. And so I decided, hey, these people are taking pictures like in certain places with their digital cameras, and they're getting all these things. And it tells you, you know, don't take it around anything that can reflect like glass or a mirror, anything like that. So you get false readings. And so I decided, hey, I can do this. And so I asked my niece, I said, hey, it was like January 1st of a new year, and it was a full moon, the first full moon of the year. I said, let's go out to the church cemetery. I'm going to take my digital camera, and we're going to like walk through the cemetery, and I'm going to take some pictures and see if I can get any orbs on camera. And so we pulled up, I drove the truck out there, and it was midnight, y'all. We waited till midnight. And so we parked about halfway in the middle of the cemetery, and the cemetery went way far back to the woods. But I told her, I said, okay, we're not going towards that back corner. We're going to stay kind of close where we can see the truck or whatever. We're not going to go very far. And so we started out, and I started taking pictures with my digital camera, and you could look right at the screen and see what you got. And immediately I started getting like one or two here, and I was like, oh, look, we got some activity. And so we got further and further, and I kept looking back to see how far the truck was. I was like, okay, we're still good. We can still run back to the truck if we need to. And so the further I got, the more activity I got on my camera. And we were headed towards that back corner of the cemetery. And I told her when we first got there, we're not going back there. It's dark back there, and that's too far from the truck. Well, lo and behold, the further we went, the more activity we got. And so we had gotten a little bit too far in the back corner of the cemetery. And there was one of the pinwheels that you blow, like the windmill little things, the decorative ones. There was one of those stuck in somebody's grave. And that thing started spinning. And I looked at her, and she looked at me, and I said, do you feel a breeze? And she said, the wind is not blowing at all. And so I was like, oh my God. And it got faster and faster. And about that time, we heard something go, like something breathed. And we could see the whole cemetery because it was lit because of the full moon, but something breathed like really loud. And we just took off running. We went back to the truck, and we jumped in the truck and drove home. It was about 4 miles home. My legs were shaking like jello the whole way home. And we got home. Of course, my husband was here. He's like, y'all are so stupid for doing that. And I said, but you didn't hear it. Something breathed. He said, it was probably a deer in the tree line or something. I said, no, it was like right there. So that was my freaky story, but I never did that again after that. I put that camera down. I was like, that is not something that I need to be messing with. I don't need to be opening a door to some other world. But yeah, paranormal research. It was a thing. Mm-hmm. But we have a ghost in our house, and he's been here for years and years. My husband's grandfather actually died here, and so when we first moved in, we always joked that it was grandpa in the house, and my nieces would come over and they would hear funny things and we would see funny things. And so we were all like, it's grandpa, no big deal. And so for years, we kind of didn't hear anything. And then here recently, my daughter's like, Mom, I think there's a ghost in the house. Because I never told her about it when she was little because I didn't want to freak her out about it. And so she was like, Mom, I think there's a ghost in the house. I was like, yeah, so big deal. She's like, what do you mean? Yeah. I said, yeah, there's a ghost in the house. There's been a ghost in the house. And so now she calls him Herbert. So we have Herbert in the house, and Herbert is always doing weird stuff in the house, y'all. It's creepy.
Oh, funny.
But he's not a mean ghost. He's a good ghost, but yeah. So that's my ghost story.
Awesome.
Hey Herbert, how you doing, buddy?
Moto Pappy said, any ghost living in my house better pay half the rent.
There you go. Hey, yeah, no lie. But also when we were we had gone to Apalachicola. I don't know if y'all remember some of the pictures that I posted from Apalachicola about a month ago. We had checked out this place called the Orman House there, and it is an old house. This really rich family owned it, this really rich man that was in the cotton trade, I don't know, 70, 80 years ago. And so now this house is like a museum and you can walk through it. And it is 2 stories plus an attic, I think, if I remember correctly. So they would actually let you walk up the stairs to the 2nd story and look in the bedrooms and the nursery and stuff like that. And they would also let you walk up to the attic, and the attic stairs were creepy as fuck, y'all. I'm not gonna lie, they were creepy. And so when we got up there, it was just like a hole in the wall. Basically, there was like a little door where you could kind of see into the attic. But the guy told us, the state park ranger that works that property, told us that the house was haunted, and there had actually been a team of paranormal researchers that had come, and they had brought all of their equipment and stuff like that, and that they had seen a ghost in the nursery. Some of the building blocks in the nursery, the little kids' building blocks, had moved and rearranged themselves. And then there were 2 separate teams. There was one outside and there was one inside, and they were not communicating with each other. And so they had a certain amount of time that they could do both places, and then they swapped. And then they swapped stories to see if their information was accurate. And both of them saw a little girl by the well outside.
Oh, wow.
It was creepy. Really creepy. But I actually took a picture while I was there in the house. And in the dressing room where there was a bunch of ladies' dresses, I took a picture because I was taking a picture of the dresses. I didn't think anything about it. And I got back home and was looking through my photos, and there's an orb in that picture.
Oh, that's awesome.
It was creepy.
It's weird.
Yep.
I was like, my sister and I are planning our next girls trip since we just got back from Babes Right Out. On the way back, we were like, okay, so next girls trip, Winchester Mystery House, which, are you guys familiar with that house at all?
Tell me.
So the Winchester Mystery House, it was built by Winchester, like the Guns widow,
Okay.
and she was visited by, I believe it was like a psychic or a fortune teller or something.
Gotcha.
And she was told that like the spirits of all the men who had died from her husband's weapons would come get her if she ever stopped working on the house. So she just constantly was adding on to the house. So there's doorways that lead to nothing. There's windows and like ceilings and just like weird stuff, because she was just so petrified that the ghosts were going to come get her and her family. And she had lost an infant daughter, and her husband had died of tuberculosis. And so this house is now like a tourist attraction in California. It's in San Jose. And so my sister and I were like, yeah, spooky shit for our next like girls trip. So down.
Oh my gosh, you're brave.
Can I ask what part of the States are you girls all from? I know, Raven, you're in Florida, right?
I am in Florida, yes.
I know this is just a bit off topic, a bit.
No, it's fine.
So Florida and Motorcycle Mama?
Oklahoma.
Oklahoma. And Bombshell, you're on the West Coast.
California, Southern California.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Great.
And so I don't know if anybody came in late. If you did come in late, we have the Aussie and the Indian with us tonight because she is our 5th member of Momma Mafia. We added a new member. So
High
you guys
five.
came in late. Welcome her. She is part of our group now.
Yeah, it's been great. I mean, I've been listening intently, and I look forward to hosting one of these.
Yep.
Since I understand how it all works. I'll be leaning on you girls to teach me a few things.
Of course.
I'm here in the country. I'm on a ride for those that have just come in late, and I'm doing the Great Australian Wave because I'm being attacked by all the flies. No kangaroos have gone by. A few on horse, we've had a few horse riders go by, and a few bikers are going by.
Yeah.
So there's something going on, yeah. But I will have to sort of make tracks soon because I've got to check out of this cabin.
Okay, girl. We're actually going to wrap it up. I've got a few more patches to give out.
Yeah.
I think Motorcycle Mama's got a couple. Do you have one more thing? 2 more things? Okay. I mean, we don't have to do all these tonight if y'all don't want to.
We don't have to. We can always keep them.
I will do an Instagram giveaway or.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm going to do one more, and then we'll wrap it up. I'm going to do my tattoo reveal for you guys. I'm trying not to show y'all. Because I dropped something on the floor, but anyway.
I'm running out of margarita here.
So this is the patch. Can y'all see this patch that I'm giving away? The one finger salute, the 1 finger wave. I know somebody that's like really good with this, but anyway. So we're going to give that away real quick. So just go ahead and start throwing your numbers in there, and I will hit stop in just a minute. We're going to do that. And then I'm going to let you girls chat. First, somebody better have a topic because I need 60 seconds to do a wardrobe change so you guys can see my tattoo.
What I will do, when do you want me to talk? When do you want that 60-second thing? I was just going to say.
In just a moment.
Is that for you to get undressed?
Say that again, Chris.
Is that for you to get undressed? You need 60 seconds to get undressed. Someone's got to.
I have to get undressed and get redressed. So.
So you can get dressed in under 60 seconds.
Yeah.
All right, I'm talking stop. Here we go. All right. Flipping the blue mule. Hey, flipping the blue mule. I see you out there. All right, y'all ready? Here we go. Shaking. 92. Who got closest to 92? And gets the finger.
Randy's rides is 86, and I think he's the closest.
Randy's right.
Hey, Randy, this is for you.
Randy.
But love you.
So much love.
All right.
So what I will do, ladies, I will send one of you, because you're all in dates, I'll get a stack of kangaroo ball sacks.
I'll be right back.
They're like a little pouch, and they're a ball sack with a kangaroo. I'll get a stack of those and send them all to one of you. So when we do these things, because posting from Australia is a bit crazy, doing little bits. And then you can add them into little gifts and things like that as we move on with this. I like this idea. I think it's very interesting.
Awesome.
Yeah,
I'm
great
happy to throw in a ball sack or a little Aussie and Indian.
Definitely.
The closest I'm getting to any ball sacks lately.
Randy said he's going to sew his patch on the shoulder of his leathers, so he can flip everybody off with us always.
Very good. That'll be great. That's so hilarious because Randy's always be nice to each other, and he's going to have that on.
Be good to each other, but also go fuck yourself.
Yeah, definitely. I think we all feel that way.
I mean, don't kill people, don't hurt people, but also go fuck yourself.
Go fuck yourself. Yeah, definitely. My daughter, she has me because I have terrible road rage, and I will flip a fucker off quicker than anything, and I will follow you to your house and tell you to fuck off. So she decided to tell me, instead of flipping people off, start giving them a thumbs down. So I do that, and it makes me laugh. I'm not so angry. Like when I drive by you, I'm like, thumbs down. And then I laugh at you. So then I don't want to chase you to your house and tell you to go fuck yourself.
Proud.
It's really working out great. It's like,
I need to get the beard to do that because that road rage is real.
It's hard.
What's up, bitches?
Oh, look at me. Costume change.
That's right. Wardrobe change. Okay, so I'm going to show you part of it. Y'all ready?
Part of it. You can show us all of it.
I'm going to show you everything, baby.
Show it
all. All right, so here's part of it. I don't know if y'all can see. It's got a skeleton laid in the grass with flowers. Mm-hmm. And then, of course, can you see it?
The raven.
It's a raven with an arrow.
Beautiful. That's beautiful, Mary. I love it.
That's great.
Thank you.
Even though I've already seen it, so
I know you have.
I'm acting like I just saw it.
We're
but
supposed to be surprised.
sorry, I'm terrible at that.
I got to show it to my bestie. So I had this was a design that I saw online, except the flowers were different. The flowers were lilies, and I really didn't like them. They didn't look good. So my tattoo artist changed the flowers for me, and then I had to do like the splash of red because like this tattoo was my original one, and the black and white and the red is called trash polka style. And I love that style. I love the color in it, just that little burst of color. So I wanted trash polka style on this side too. So I got him to add the X in there, and then these little points here. That's called pointillism, and there's some, I don't know if you can see them there. So that's it.
Very nice.
My new tattoo. I like it. So yeah, y'all went all gangsta on me. So the reason I got a gangsta outfit, because I was like, oh, they're all three gonna be gangstas, and I'm not gonna be a gangsta. I'm gonna be left out. And then Bombshell was like, I'm doing my face. I was like, yay!
I was like, see, I didn't, and they had that in Fluffy Girl side. Let me tell you, okay, guys, let me get real about being Fluffy Girl, and being a girl in general at Halloween. It's really hard to find a not horror costume at Halloween.
Yeah.
I straight up messaged Jackie, and I was like, I can't find any not horror anything.
No. There's horror nuns.
There are horror nuns. And then this, like, is my, so this is like the Fluffy Girl size, because, like, you know, bigger girl, sorry. And, like, it's not cute. Like, and it makes my boobs look huge because it's, like, so stretched, but, like, dumb. So
It's
dumb.
really.
Halloween industry, get your shit together.
Yeah.
I want to be spooky and not show my boobs on my hoo-ha all the time.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like to keep my vagina to myself.
Exactly. At least
All
that's
right.
what we're supposed to.
So let me do some shout outs in the side chat real quick, and then we're going to wrap it up and say good night. And I have one more announcement we'll do real quick. Let's see. Anonymous Biker, the 333, Mr. Road Glide, Moto Pappy, Iron Cross, Dirty D's, Right on to Tham's World, the Badgers. Let's see. Bell, did I say Bell already? Mr. Road Glide, I said that. JT, thank you for being here. Blacktop, Penelope, Danny Boy. I'm gonna call you Danny Boy. I don't care if you changed your name to Ozark HD Riders. You're still Danny Boy. BD Riders out there, hey buddy. Forever Cruising, Doug Gordon, Honda Girl. Gosh, guys, y'all are killing it out there. And if you haven't hit that thumbs up, please hit that thumbs up. But there's so many more of you out there that I know I've missed, and I'm sorry. I'm gonna go back tomorrow and watch this. And
Shaky's in the house.
Who is it? Shaky. Hey, Shaky. I haven't met you, but I did see you on Instagram.
He's wonderful.
Love that pinstriping. Oh my gosh, this pinstriping is amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing. So thank you guys for being here. The last announcement is tune in Friday, November 1st. If you guys are familiar with Braptown and their progressive premiere watch party, it always starts on Friday nights on Skid Pig's channel, 9 o'clock Eastern. I don't know what time that is, Australian time. But if you go over to Skid Pig's channel on Friday, he'll post his premiere where you can click on that and set your reminder for that. That starts the progressive watch party. At the end of his video in the side chat, there's a link to the next Braptown video. There's 4 or 5 guys that do that. So it's basically an hour long of watching their videos back to back. It's always a party in the side chat. But next Friday night, when they finish their progressive premiere watch party, I'm going to be going live with those guys. And so we're going to hang out with Braptown next Friday night. So tune in for that. Motorcycle Mama, thank you. I love you.
I love you.
Thank you. I love you. You look beautiful. I love your face.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
And Chris, Aussie, and the Indian, welcome to Momma Mafia.
Yes.
Craziness that it is. So glad to have you.
And
I
thank
think
you
she'll
again
fit
for.
in.
What's that?
I think you're going to fit in just fine with us. I think you're going to just great.
Girls, I've been following you all for a while, so thank you so much, and it's a real honor. And
Absolutely.
great stuff in the future, and more kangaroo ball sacks coming your way.
I would wait for that.
Looking forward to it. All right. Good night, everybody. Thank you all for coming. Thank you for
And
being
today,
here.
g'day from down here. We're in daylight. It's lunchtime here. I'm going to the pub. G'day, everybody.
Guys,
All right.
love you.
Night, guys.
Love you.
See you guys.
Bye.
Hang out.
Bye.
You girls hang out. Don't leave yet.
Yes,
Good
ma'am.
night, everybody.
Right.
Bye.